Good morning, everybody. We are in Jacksonville. We are staying at the KOA. This is the Jacksonville North St. Mary's KOA. It's a holiday level KOA. And I'll just kind of pan around a little bit while I talk. So the first thing to point out is it says Jacksonville North. This is not in Jacksonville. This is not even in Florida. That's not a negative. I'm just saying that. It does say St. Mary's also, like in the title, which you should be aware of. St. Mary's is a river between Jacksonville and I guess St. Mary's, which is a city in Georgia. So we are actually in Georgia. We are about 1 mile away from Florida. You know, and so we are just north of Jacksonville, like it says, but we are not in like central Jacksonville. To get into the middle of Jacksonville, it's maybe 30 minutes, let's say. Just to get on the edge of it, it's, I don't know, 5 minutes, let's just say. That interstate right there is the main interstate. If I go in one direction, I don't even know which direction is north and south right now. I think it's this direction. If I go in that direction, let's say, you'll see a bridge, you'll be in Florida, and then you go another minute or two and then you'll be in Jacksonville. And then if you go, say, a couple hours in that direction, you'll end up in Orlando and then Tampa and so on. Main stretch of highway to get in that direction. If you go in this direction, go straight up, you know, you'll end up going up, you know, toward Atlanta and then Virginia and everything. So this is the main highway to get up and down the eastern seaboard. Very, very convenient that you're right here. And very, very convenient spot. Like, so for us, like North Carolina, I think Charlotte is like 4.5 hours in this direction, and I think Tampa is maybe the same. So anyway, this campground is these rows of aisles. Like this, there's one aisle right there, and they're just like over and over and over and over and over again. You can see there's like a row here, there's a row there, there's a row over there. And they'll guide you in here. It's almost all tree sites. You'll see that there's all these trees. Some of them have more trees than others. Like say this side right here, there's some trees, so you get some shade, which is really nice. Some shade, yes. We'll go back down. But it's very wide at the entrance, very wide at the back. Some of the sites are not quite like that because, you know, trees are trees. So like in this one, you can see I have a tree on my one side and I have a tree on my other side, and anybody pulling a camper knows that means that you have to kind of go straight down the center here and then cut it really wide to get out so you don't you know, hit the tree or whatever, and you don't have backswing with the other tree. But it's very, very wide. It just you know, each one is a little different. This one, the next one that I move over to, they don't even have trees on that side. So this would be super easy peasy. So it's kind of roll the dice on how many trees you have in your site. They can open their awning and everything. But on ours, I mean, we positioned ours so the slides would be perfect and we wouldn't be sticking out. We can't even open our awning all the way because there's a tree in the way. And even if we moved the camper forward like 15 feet or we're back into the road 15 feet, I mean, we still wouldn't be able to open the awning all the way. So it's just roll the dice. We didn't need the awning, so I'm not going to complain about it, and we're only here for one night. But this is the Jacksonville KOA. This is a holiday KOA, so if you're not familiar with KOAs, the journey is the lowest level. That means you just spend the night there, basically, is the way it's designed, no frills or whatever. Then the holiday is the middle one. The holiday is where you'd spend a 3-day weekend, for instance, with your kids, and they usually have like bigger pools and water slides and things like that. A lot of times holidays are located next to an amusement park. Like there's one that we stayed at that I think there's a video for, that was next to King's Dominion. If I remember right, that was a holiday. And then the resort level KOA, if you see the word resort next to it, is the highest level one, and that has the most amenities. And we stayed at one of those two, the Chesapeake Bay KOA, right north of Virginia Beach on the Chesapeake Bay. They have a private beach, they have a bar, they have bar service. They'll give you like pictures of shots to take down to the beach, dog-friendly beach. They have 2 pools. The one pool is this massive thing with water shooting everywhere and cabanas and all that kind of stuff. The hotel is part of the KOA too, and you get access to the hotel because they own a hotel there. Just ridiculous. But like I said, this is the middle of the ground on the rating system, and yeah, that's like a TP way over there that you can stay at. So anyway, I'm gonna jump on my bike and I will ride around the park and try to spot some stuff, and maybe ride my bike through some sites that are empty so you can kind of get a better look at them. But I'm telling you, from already walking around, like pretty much almost every site looks like this kind of orientation. They just, some of them have some furniture, Some of them have a dog park. Some of them have a different type of furniture. But this is basically what you're gonna get. So anyway, less talking, more biking. So I'll see you shortly.
Hey, so this is the site that we're in, like I was saying, and I am right now in the second row. And like I was saying, almost all the sites that I saw have almost this exact same type of orientation. So all I'll do for you is I'll ride my bike up to the entrance, and then I'm just going to kind of run through a bunch of sites. So this is like another site that, like I said, it's just kind of like ours. It's gravel. There's trees on, you know, either both sides or one side. There's a fire pit. That one didn't have any furniture, so that would probably be the lowest level campsite that you can get here. And then they all kind of go up. And the teepees over there are for rent. You can go over there and stay in a teepee if you want. And there's like a bed inside of it, and I think a little refrigerator maybe. And they have like a TV mounted really high, as weird as that sounds. So it's set up a little bit more like a cabin or hotel room. That's the main interstate in front of me. That's Interstate 5. So when you come off the interstate, you will be coming toward me. These people on the right are obviously just hooking up to leave. But anyway, you'd be coming toward me, and then you would make the right turn. So here's golf that they have here. They have like a whole mini golf thing. There is a water slide back there in the pool. There is a jump pad in front of me, but I don't think the jump pad is inflated right now. The camper that's sitting there is sitting at a dump station, if you're curious. Although I'm not really sure why they have a dump station in this campground, because I think all the sites have like full hookups. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong on that, but all of them seem like really cookie cutter, so to speak. So there's a propane. I just passed the front office. The neat thing about the front office is they had free breakfast in there, and it was more than just a continental breakfast. They had like waffles, and they had biscuits and gravy and pancakes. I'm trying to remember what else, but there was a pretty like long list of things that you could get for breakfast for free. It was like just included with camping. I don't know if they always do that, or if it was just like when I was here and I'm special or something like that. I don't know. But you'll see that all those sites on the left, they all look basically the same exact layout if you're here to camp. And it's just rows and rows and rows of endless campers. I don't want to say it's not endless. Like they have maybe 10 rows. They have quite a few rows. When I looked on the bigger map, like Google Maps, it looked like there was a lake near here or something. But from what I can tell, it's not part of the KOA, and you have to kind of cut through some trees and maybe cut into somebody else's neighborhood or something to get to it. So there is no lake here. Obviously, the campground map does not have it, so you know there isn't really a lake. I think I saw like maybe a little creek or something here, and I think I saw it on the map too, but it was so small. I don't even know if I would really want to consider it a creek. I mean, it was like some running water. This is one of the back sites, and you can see it's not quite as nice as the one that we have, because the one that we have is at least gravel the whole way, and that just had a little bit of gravel in a little spot. And the area that I'm in right now, I think looks a little more like 30 amp hookups, but that probably is a 50 amp. These are probably 50 amp on the left. So this next site that I'm going to just kind of ride my bike through, once again, this is probably almost identical to the site that we have. Long site, gravel between some trees. And like I was saying, there's different patio furniture in each one of these, so they must have a bunch of different kind of like levels of premium. And of course I didn't ride my bike through any of them that have patio furniture, because there's campers in them, right? That's not really like the good thing to do. So here's one. This one is set up. You can see they have a little pad on the side and an included table and chairs, kind of nice and neat. So we're back at the entrance, and like I said, I mean, you just kind of loop around, and then they pull you in, and then every single row is basically the same. The very back row that I did not ride my bike on, I think it's like a seasonal area, because those look like really, really established campers that had like padding, you know, around the bottom of the campers and stuff. This is a cabin area. They do have a bunch of cabins, obviously, and then they do have the two teepees or whatever that kind of are interesting. 3 teepees, my bad. And the teepees are basically almost the same as like a cabin, the way they're laid out. A 1 bedroom, 1 room teepee. And obviously there's no bathroom in the teepees that I'm aware of. But anyway, this is Jacksonville. And like I said, it's like they consider this a middle of the ground campground, I guess because they have the water slide and everything. So anyway, please like and subscribe, and hopefully this helps you out on planning out your next trip.